That looks like the shelving unit. So hubby and I are at IKEA. And we're looking for a shelving unit to go inside the linen closet because I need more space in there since I'm getting everything. So we're getting the linen closet all squared away, and I am decluttering this month. This is a good time to get another shelving unit. So trying to decide which one. Okay, we're heading home now, and we looked at a couple different ones, but we ended up getting a cabinet that my husband liked actually, and it had some cabinets on the bottom, and that's gonna go
couple drawers.
Yeah, a couple drawers down at the bottom. That's right, I keep getting it mixed up.
Shelves on top.
Right, and he's gonna put it together tomorrow, and I'm gonna put it in the linen closet. So I'm gonna feature that on my decluttering challenge video. What am I gonna get rid of today? We talked about clothes. That's easy.
That's way easy.
Yeah. This wonderful Tupperware set. I got my friend sells Tupperware, and the modular units were on sale last month for 70% off, and it just came in, so I'm really excited. I'm going to be using these in my pantry to clean things up a bit. Hey everybody. Okay, it is Friday evening. We are back from the buffet, and I am so full. I'm like really a little uncomfortably full, I would say, because all week long I have like just enough, you know what I mean? It's like the perfect amount of food, and it's real high quality, and it's like, you know what I mean? I'm not full to this point. And then tonight I just feel kind of like my tummy's poaching out a little bit, and it hurts a little bit, and I'm just not used to that feeling. And I feel like I kind of prefer the way I've been feeling all week, where I've just eaten enough, and that's okay. That's okay with me. It was kind of fun to let loose tonight. I did take some pictures of what I had. And of course I didn't eat everything on there. I got full really fast, and I even tried not to drink a lot of water while I was eating because I only had like 2 sips because I wanted more food, you know what I mean? And I didn't want the water to interfere with my digestion. But I still got full really fast, and so it was a little bit of a bummer because it's my splurge meal, so I was kind of hoping to eat more, but it's okay. It's better this way. And so tomorrow I'm going to be back on my 1200 eating plan. So I don't know if I'm going to count the calories for this meal. It's like 1 splurge meal a week, so I know count everything, you know what I mean, and that's the better thing to do. And out of curiosity, I think I'd like to, but I'm just feeling a little lazy right now, so then I'm back on it tomorrow. So anyway, I just wanted to touch base with you. Also, I just wanted to say thanks. You know, I mean, I was really feeling bad after what happened at the gym, and that weird guy cussing me out and all that stuff. This is in my last video if you missed it. But I was just feeling really unsafe, you know what I mean, in the world. After something like that happens, you really feel almost like when somebody says, you know, they got broken into in their house or something, you feel kind of violated, you know what I mean? And it's just really, it brings you down a little bit, and you're in a little bit of a dark place. And I was really kind of like fighting that. And every time I turned around, you guys were like sending me messages of sweet, you know, just happy things and just encouragement. And you were really behind me. You had my back, and you really got me out of that place, you know what I mean? And you kind of like just really restore the balance of the beauty in the world. And so I just want to say thanks to everybody who sent me a little pick-me-up, you know, encouragement after that. I love you a lot. I mean that. You really are a blessing to my life, and you really lifted me up. So I just want to say that. I want to say a heartfelt thank you. All right, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Have a good night. Everybody, it is Saturday morning, and we are here at Whole Foods. First stop. I have a few things to get out this morning. I'm looking for magnesium supplement for kids this morning, and I know they have one. I've seen it before. It's for my 9-year-old because he has a He has to take Singular every day because he has asthma, pretty bad. But right now he's really, you know, since we've really changed his diet around, he's really gone into a lot of, really remission. I mean, he's really doing really well. He has, since he has to take Singular, he also has, one of his many diagnoses is that he has ADHD, and he also has Tourette syndrome as well. And so Singular with some kids seems to make those types of symptoms, the impulsive behavior, go into overdrive. And so from what I understand, a magnesium supplement can probably really help to settle that down. So we'll see. My husband and I were talking, we were thinking of maybe trying to take him, since his asthma has subsided a bit, his issues, perhaps maybe taking him off of Singular for a couple of weeks, and then replacing it with a magnesium supplement and watching him and seeing how that goes. And of course we'll let the doctor know and see what he says about it. And see if maybe those impulses will subside a bit, because lately it's just been kind of overdrive, and it's really hard to pull them back. It's really hard, when we're in public, for him to stop touching things, and he does things he's starting to be very OCD about some things, and so, his behaviors are really starting to intensify a little bit. So anyway, that's why I'm here at Whole Foods. You needed to know all that, right? So I did find a supplement there. It wasn't just like a magnesium supplement for kids, but it was like a brain health support for the kids. And in there was, I think, 39% of the recommended magnesium daily allowance for the kids required. So that was the highest that I could find there. So I don't know. I don't know. I'll ask the doctor and see what he says, and see if maybe that's something he would recommend giving to him, or maybe building up to maybe two their mini tablets, and see if maybe that would help. I don't want to give him an overdose of anything that's going to hurt him, so I definitely have to check it out first. But anyway, and then, I'm in Whole Foods, so then you end up finding a few other things that, they don't have at other places. And I stopped buying plant-based coconut yogurt, plant-based yogurt for him and for the kids, because the sugars in there were so darn high. It was like giving them a candy bar, and the protein in it was like 1 protein or less. And so, yeah, there was just no point in me giving it to them. So I found one today. It was by Good Karma, which makes his flax milk that he drinks, and they had a yogurt, and it had a lot of probiotics in it, and I hope he likes it. And it's a little pricier because you just get a little thing for like almost $2, but he does like yogurt, and the kids like it, and I want to give it to them once in a while, and I want them to get those good probiotics too, but this one is made with flax. It's flax yogurt from flax milk. And I did buy yogurt that was pea protein, which had a little higher protein level. And the one that I bought, the flax milk, has 5 grams of protein in it. It still has 15 grams of sugar, but I'm hoping that the protein will help maybe slow down the sugar to their little brains. And then I give them brain health pills. But so anyway, so we'll try this and see how it goes. Just buy it every other week or so. Oh my goodness, this guy almost got hit by a car walking across the... he was in the crosswalk, and sometimes people think that when they get in a crosswalk, they're safe and they don't have to look both ways, but you still have to look. There are cars that are, there are cars. I certainly would look both ways. Anyway, I told my husband, I said, I don't think that I like that feeling anymore. I used to kind of like look for that feeling where you're kind of like, you eat so much, comforting food that you just get this kind of like, I want to go to sleep or lay down, or I feel so full and good, and and my stomach is, I passed that first signal that says, you need to stop eating, you're satiated. And then, you know what I mean? Most people will pass by that a little bit more until they feel a little gentle tug that says, you know, you're really full. And I don't usually do that anymore. Throughout the week, my 1,200 calorie meals or days, I eat enough, and then there's that signal, that first satiation signal, and then I stop. And last night, since it was my splurge meal, I didn't do that. I kept going, and my stomach hurt for the rest of the night because, you know, you really do need, you know, especially if you, when I started looking into like Ayurveda way of eatings, you know, where everybody has kind of like a different, they have different attributes, you know what I mean? People's bodies are not the same. They take that into account. But anyway, they say in Ayurveda medicine that, you know, the best way to eat is to eat when you're 3/4 of the way full and then stop eating. And I've heard this before. The reason why is because your stomach is, you know, it basically has to do, it has to manipulate in order to churn the food. It has to churn the food. So there's different positions, little yoga positions, if you want to call them, that your stomach has to go into when it digest food. And so to do that most efficiently, you have to have a little bit of room left in there, because if it's filled all the way to the top, it's very hard for your stomach to do that efficiently, and you can feel it. I know I can. So anyway, last night I wasn't churning my food very efficiently, and it was a little hard to get to sleep. I didn't have any heartburn or anything like that, but the desserts that I had at the buffet, they're honestly like 1 teaspoon large a piece, so it's like not a big deal, except for the ice cream, which I put, you know, I got bread pudding and hot bread pudding and cold frozen yogurt on top of that, and then I top it with like a little mini donut. And the mini donut was okay, it was all right, and the ice cream was not really a big deal, it melts really fast, the yogurt. And the bread pudding just wasn't good at all, so I didn't eat it. So anyway, but that was my splurge night, so I'm very happy to be back on board this morning and just getting back, excuse me, to my daily 1,200. For some reason it feels like I'm home now. So I'm getting really used to it, which is a good thing because it will ensure my success, right? All right, so I'm almost home. I'm going to jump in there and grab my list. Because it's 5 o'clock already, but I had partial of the apple on the way home. I just kind of like ate around it, and because I was so hungry. This is the rest of the cod that I cooked for yesterday, I think it was. Maybe it was the day before. I don't remember, but it was really good. And I'm having the rest of it right now. I know it doesn't look too hot, but trust me, it's super, super, super tasty. I cooked it in garlic and ginger, and it's just, oh, it's just so awesome. Here I am, and I'm about to make my skippable apple pie for the week, and so the dreaded moment of peeling all of these. I don't have a peeler apple corer anymore. I used to, and I gave it away, so I have to do this all, you know, one bit at a time. And these are small apples because these are the only ones they had at the dollar store this week. But it's okay. It's a labor of love because this is what is really going to help me during the week when I need that something sweet at the end of my meal, and this is success right here.